Bradley Beal's extra motivated too. I even think he said last season that ain't no way we're getting swept or something along those lines, and they still got swept. So
I've never been swept a day in my life, so I can't. I'll be damned if that happens. You know, it's gonna be. I'll be damned, huh?
Hey, Ron.
hey, what's good, YouTube? Welcome to another episode of Wrong vs. Right. I'm your host, Jay. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and like and subscribe. We're almost at 100 subscribers. I appreciate all the support that this channel's getting. Today, we're talking about the Phoenix Suns and can they bounce back from getting swept in the playoffs last year. KD, Book, and Beal, they have way too much pride to go out like that, and I know that loss stung. So this season, I think they're going to be back with a vengeance. Talked about this in some previous videos, but they added Tyus Jones to the mix. That is a big addition for them. You need somebody to play point guard, to slow everybody down, to get everybody in the right spots. Last year you had Devin Booker running the point, Bradley Beal. These guys are not point guards. They're scorers, which means they're looking to score. They're not really looking to set up anybody else. They still can. They can play make a little bit, but they're looking to put the ball in the basket. Tyus Jones, although he can do that, he's looking to pass the ball, get guys in their spots. That's why even though he was on the Wizards last season, he was the reason that the Wizards won a lot of those games last year, even though they didn't win that much. Tyus Jones is like an old school point guard. He's like the prototypical pass first point guard, run the offense, pass it up the floor. He's that kind of guy. So he fits in perfectly when you're playing with three other all-stars. That's something that is key. And an on-court example of this is, say it's the fourth quarter, the Suns have the ball with 1 minute left. Tyus Jones can come down the court, run a play for Kevin Durant. He won't be fazed by ball pressure or anything like that. Tyus Jones will get the ball to Kevin Durant in his spot. Let's say it's the foul line extended or in the elbow. He'll make sure that Kevin Durant gets the ball where he wants to get the ball. Something as simple as just getting the ball to the right guy in the right place at the right time. That goes a long way for offense. Next, let's move on to Bradley Beal. Bradley Beal recently came out and said, hey, if I played more games last season, we would have been the number 1 seed. On this team, Bradley Beal is the third option behind Devin Booker and Kevin Durant. A lot of people forget this, but Bradley Beal was really good on the Washington Wizards. He was an absolute bucket. So having a guy like that as your third option, that's not a bad third option to have. Bradley Beal's extra motivated too. I even think he said last season that ain't no way we're getting swept or something along those lines, and they still got swept. So
I've never been swept a day in my life, so I can't. I'll be damned if that happens. You know, it's gonna be. I'll be damned, huh?
Hey, Ron.
I think Bradley Beal will be coming back to prove who he really is. Let's move on to Devin Booker. Devin Booker is fresh off winning a gold medal in France. On the Olympic team, Devin Booker wasn't asked to score. They weren't really running plays for him. He was the dirty work guy. He was guarding the team's best player, the best guards. He was doing things like that. Now on the Phoenix Suns, he's going to be the number 1, number 2 option behind Kevin Durant, depending on the night, depending on what the coach wants to draw up. Devin Booker seems to get a lot of unnecessary hate as well. It seems like people don't understand how good this guy really is, especially on the offensive end. Booker's a 3-level scorer. He can shoot threes, he can shoot mid-ranges, and he can get to the basket. He can do everything on the offensive end. If you really think about it, Devin Booker's probably one of the top 3 best shooting guards in the entire NBA. I'll be real interested to see how the Olympic game rubbed off on Devin Booker's game in the NBA. Did it make him a better defender? Did it make him a better hustle player? Things like that. D-Book is a guy that's in his prime or entering his prime. So I think he's going to be on a mission this season. And the last part of the puzzle for the offensive end, and probably the most important, is Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant is a future Hall of Famer and one of the best scorers that the NBA has ever seen. KD is a guy that eats, sleeps, and breathes basketball. So him getting swept last season in the playoffs is something that is unheard of for him, something that has never happened to him. KD is a champion, so even if he won't admit losing like that last year in the playoffs affected him, you know deep down that burn. I'm expecting a big season from KD this year, and I think he's going to will them past the first round at least. The other side of the ball, the Suns struggle on defense. In their starting lineup, they really don't have a designated lockdown defender. So if you start Tyus Jones, Bradley Beal, Devin Booker, Kevin Durant, and Jusuf Nurkic, none of those guys are really defensive guys. So who guards the best point guards, the best shooting guards, small forwards, centers, things like that? Defense is the Suns' Achilles heel. They rely on their offense to overcome their weaknesses on the defensive end. Their best defender is Josh Okogie, but he comes off the bench, and you can't expect him to guard everybody. So they really need some other guys to step up and show that they can make a difference on the defensive end. Bradley Beal, for example, can he show that he's a lockdown defender? Well, not a lockdown defender, but a competent enough defender. Devin Booker has shown it in the Olympics, but can he do this in the playoffs, in the regular season, things like that? It takes a toll on him to carry the offensive load and then also guard an elite player. And then Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant over the years has become a better defensive player. He's 7 foot tall with probably 7 foot wingspan, or maybe even longer. But KD has the length to be an elite defender, and some people already consider him that, and he may be. But can he show that on a consistent basis, and can he lock down or slow down all-star players? Some of the role players the Suns have coming off the bench include Grayson Allen, Damian Lee, Royce O'Neal, Bol. These guys can play defense, but the problem is, are they going to get enough minutes over Bradley Beal, Devin Booker, Kevin Durant to really make an impact? Because the Suns, ideally, they want their all-stars on the court the majority of the game. So fitting these other role players in is going to be tough. That means Tyus Jones will have to come off the floor some more, which means that someone else is going to have to play point guard. The Suns just have all these different pieces, and it's going to be real interesting to see how Mike Budenholzer can put it all together. But to put it all together, I think the Suns will have a better season. I got them making it past the first round, at least. I think Kevin Durant will will them past the first round. I don't think he's going out again like that, especially not getting swept. But I think these guys have way too much pride, Devin Booker included. And I think they have a better team with the addition of Tyus Jones as the point guard. I think they have a better coach now. I'm interested to see what the Suns can do this season. Hey, as always, thank you for watching. Hey, be sure to subscribe to the channel. We're almost at 100 subscribers. And as I always say, everybody can't be wrong, but everybody can be right. All right, I'm out.